Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here and you want to see more videos like this, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell notification. We upload on a near daily basis and you want to be notified when we upload. So, it is the Christmas holiday season, and what happens during Christmas? A lot of shopping and a lot of wish lists. Now, I might be dating myself a little bit, but I actually remember catalog books. I remember the Toys R Us book, like the big book with a bunch of Toys R Us toys. You'd look through the book, you'd circle it. The generation before that, it was the Macy's book. Now we do something different. We go online. We go to Amazon and we have an Amazon wish list. However, we also had a tradition back then when malls were popular called window shopping. We would go to the mall, we would look in stores, and we would go just to look. We go and we daydream about the things we would like to buy if we had the money, but we typically just couldn't afford, or maybe it wasn't practical. Well, we do that still today, only now we do it online. And one of my favorite places to window shop, online is eBay, because eBay has so many crazy unique items, that I like to collect. And I like to go and I can spend hours just looking at stuff. Now, I have enough sense to hold myself back and not buy too many of these things, but I figure it might be fun for you to join me and we can kind of look and see what some things I would put on my theoretical eBay wish list. And just for full disclosure, just because I know some people will accuse me of this, I'm not asking anyone to buy anything. Heck, many of these items, nice as they would be to have, cost way too much money, and I don't think most people should buy them. Not at that price. But hey, you know what? This is called dreaming. It's Christmas. So let's just kind of daydream a little. And we're going to start with this. This is a Sailor Moon 25th Anniversary official coin, gold coin music box set, and silver coin set. I'm a big fan of Sailor Moon. And by the way, you will see a few Sailor Moon items here because, it's just a personal favorite. Now, I don't know exactly what these coins were for, but they're kind of neat. You have a gold one, you have a silver one. So you can't see the big picture there, but we have this box, and it's really nice. I think this would be like a neat little set to have. I like how it shows like right here that they're, I think you can see that they're like the coins are in like that plastic case. They look like they're really nice coins. Cost like $700. So again, yeah, not something that I'm just going to plop down because I like collecting coins. I don't like collecting coins that much. So that is a wish list item. Another thing on my wish list is actually this copy of The Casual Vacancy signed by J.K. Rowling. Now, I actually have a signed J.K. Rowling Harry Potter book, and some of you might be saying, well, why would you want a signed Casual Vacancy book then? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, I think the book is underrated. I think it's a pretty good book personally. But also because everybody wants a signed Harry Potter book. No one ever wants a signed Casual Vacancy book. That's the book she did after Harry Potter that flopped, for lack of a better word. It didn't really, but that's the way it's perceived. And so no one ever wants a signed Casual Vacancy book. As such, they are much more rare to come across, and when you do come across them, it's very unlikely that they are going to be forged because, again, not too many people want them. So let's see here. I think this actually has like a little secure, that's a little certificate of authenticity. Oh yeah, and this one comes with a ticket to an event, and you can see, so this is definitely, and that's where the sticker comes from, because this sticker shows that it's an authorized signed signature. So this is real, and it'd be neat to have. Again, I have a signed Harry Potter book, so I don't need this, but it'd be nice. Now, this book is very interesting. This is Stanley Kubrick's Napoleon, the greatest movie never made by Alison Castle and Stanley Kubrick. This is $19,000. Now, what this is, I read about this. Stanley Kubrick was going to make a movie called Napoleon. It was going to be one of his big epics. He never made it. I think Barry Lyndon was kind of like what he fell upon after Napoleon fell apart. And what this book did is it went and it gathered as much information about the movie as possible and put together in this big book. It had materials, like prop replicas. It basically kind of gave you as best of a look as they could what they felt the movie would look like. It was limited, by the way, to 1,000 copies, which might contribute to why this is so expensive. You can't see inside the book on this one, but I have seen pictures of what's inside of it. It's very different from your standard book. It'd be really nice to have, especially since I'm a huge, huge movie fan. I can't justify spending $19,000 for it, but it'd be nice to have. Going into Sailor Moon stuff again, this I probably could afford, but, again, there's a part of me that's kind of like, has a little bit of sense where it's like, this is a 20th anniversary official fan club membership card, 2016, 2017. When we were kids, I don't know if they still do this in America, but I remember like being magazines for like TV shows and stuff, and you would spend like $10 or something, and you become like a club member for like Ninja Turtles or the Garfield fan club or something like that, and you'd get like a cheap little card in the mail. I think that's what this is, but I'm a pretty big Sailor Moon fan, so it'd be nice to have. I am having a hard time justifying almost $40 for this, but this would probably be fun to have at some point. I don't know. This is certainly this is affordable at the very least, unlike other things on this list, but So anyway, let's do some more Sailor Moon stuff. This is autographs from the Sailor Moon English voice cast and the Japanese voice actor. So this has a little bit of both. Who does this have exactly? This has Robbie Damon, Christina V, Stephanie Sheh, and Japanese voice artist Toru Furuya, who I believe voiced Tuxedo Mask. So this would be like a pretty, at least for a fan, this would be a pretty neat little item. It's not outrageously priced. It's only like $100, but that would be kind of fun to have. I think this one would be a lot nicer to have, though. This is an actual autograph from the Sailor Moon creator, Nako Takuchi. I've been wanting a Nako Takuchi autograph for a long time, but every time I see one up, it's always at these outrageous prices. I think I'd probably at most pay $200 for one. At most. And even then, I'd have to be in a pretty good mood, because that's just a lot of money to spend for an autograph. But this is on like a little Shiki board, I believe it's called. Is that what it was called? Let's see here. I think it's called the Shiki board, though. So those are what the Japanese typically, I think this one was actually sold. No, this has not been sold, but has a little dent in the corner. But that looks real, because it actually has like the reflection. Like, one of the ways that you can tell if it's a real autograph is if the ink shines like that. So that's a little advice for anyone who's collecting autographs. Let's move away from Sailor Moon stuff for a while, though, because here we have a baseball signed by Aoyama Gosho Aoyama. I butchered that. Aoyama. Gosho Aoyama. And I don't know if he also did the sketch, although that'd be really cool if he did. Let's look at this one. Hand signed autograph baseball limited. So something tells me they're just highlighting that it's hand signed. But again, it'd be really neat if he also did that sketch. So $120, not bad. Certainly more affordable than some things on here, but right now just can't justify it. Also, and I don't know if this is real or not, but this is a hand-drawn Hayao Miyazaki autographed Shikishi board. That's what it is, called a Shikishi art board. And the only reason I'm questioning this one a little bit is because you see down here they have like tons of these for sale, and you would think a Miyazaki picture, like an actual sketch he did with signature, would probably cost a little bit more. On the other hand, Miyazaki's a pretty good artist, and it looks like he could, without disrespecting him, looks like he could just do these really quick. So who knows? Maybe he just does them on the side. I don't know. But if that's real, that would be pretty cool to have. And here's one of the cheaper items on the list. This was a Calvin and Hobbes stamp. And the thing about this that's unique is that Calvin and Hobbes does not have a lot of merchandise. Cartoonist Bill Watterson is famous for not licensing his characters. He also doesn't sign autographs. At one point in this episode, I did have a signed Bill Watterson piece of art that was like $20,000. And that was like the first autograph of Bill Watterson I'd seen in like a long, long, long time. and it went pretty fast, so I could not include it as part of this episode. But I saw the stamp, and it's like, that was pretty neat, because, again, Calvin Hobbes merchandise is rare. It almost doesn't exist. It was cheap, and that's probably why it went fast. It was only like $4. I'm kind of regretting not picking it up while I had the chance, but there you have it. So getting back into anime and autographs for a little while, here's a signed Ranma half VHS tape by Rumiko Takahashi. She is one of my favorites, although I like Meisani Koku a little bit more. Some of you might have seen Inuyasha. And here you have this thing that for San Diego Comic-Con International, Rumiko Takahashi signing. The tape is in good condition, it looks like. But it's just kind of neat. Like, there it is, a signature of hers. I've seen a couple of her signatures on eBay. They usually go for outrageous prices. This is about the cheapest I've seen for a while. But even if I paid it, like, monthly, it'd be $84. It's just too much money. So this was signed in 2000, and it has, like, the ticket. So that's pretty nice. If they had, like, a offer, I'd probably make an offer, but it would be much lower than what they probably want, so they'd probably just laugh and say, no thanks. Now, this item isn't signed or anything. This is frustrating. I actually had this item at one point. I remember I found it at, like, the Goodwill store, and it was like $5. I bought it, and I sold it on eBay, and I sold it for like $50. And I felt pretty good about it, but now I kind of miss it because it was such a unique item. This is a Best of Ranma half VHS box set. It was 3 individual colored cases, as you can see there. And it came with like a letter from Takahashi to fans, which they're not really showing here, but it was just a nice little set. And I mean, granted, again, this one's certainly affordable. It's like $22. I guess I could just go for that. But, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, at one point you had it for $5, and you would I just have it for display. I wouldn't actually be watching it or anything, so it's one of those things where it's like, it'd be nice to have it again, but I'm having a hard time justifying having it in the house. Let's go over to this one, and this is something that I'm sure a lot of video gamers would love to have, Panzer Dragoon Saga. And it's 1998, almost $800, one bid. I remember as a kid, I saw this at an EB Games. I saw it in EB Games once. One of those things where, in hindsight, if only I knew how long I'd be trying to get this game, and how it would always elude me because of this price. It's just one of the rarest games in the world. Why can't they make this game available on like Steam or something? I don't know. So over here, this one's about $100, but this is Skies of Arcadia Legends. Now this one's not as high on my wish list as they would say, because I actually have it for Dreamcast, but they did add extra stuff in to the GameCube version, so I think it'd be nice to have this on GameCube. It'd be nice to certainly play on the Wii again, but this copy is not in the best of conditions, and yet it still went for like $100. So, are there any other copies? They sometimes share similarly. Here's one, 140. Oh, this one's but that's a Japanese copy. All the American copies cost a heck of a lot more, probably because we don't buy them over here, so they become rare. This one's interesting. Let's look at this real quick. I've never seen this. Skies of Arcadia Legends Factory Seal Ultra Real Sega PAL. This is the PAL edition, so I have no use, but $230, like, wow. So, oh my gosh, this is funny. We're just going to throw this in there just for the heck of it. Go-Go Hypergrin GameCube Factory Seal. Like, wow. I never thought I'd live to see one of these on eBay, and almost $300, way more than what the system itself costs. It's absolutely crazy. So let's now go over to this one. Complete Sonic the Hedgehog Mega Drive Japanese import, affordable, not rare by any stretch of the imagination, but I like Sonic, so it'd be fun. We got 2 more, and then we're gonna end it. So this makes me cry. Because I actually remember this being up for pre-order and being like $150. Didn't get it at the time because I didn't have the money. Then it sold out pretty quickly, and when I saw it again in person, it was like $250. I still didn't buy it because I didn't have the money. Now it's like it's hard to get for less than $1,000. This is like a leather-bound copy of the book. It doesn't show the pictures, but like the rims of the pages are gold, and inside it's numbered and it's signed. This book has eluded me for a long time. Maybe I'll get it one of these days. Who knows? But I mean, it's not like I need it because I mean, well, this one's like $400, so that's a little bit better. But this book is not rare. In fact, I have the paperback up there. You can't see it, but I do. But this would just be like a really nice copy to have, brand new. I kind of wonder if, wonder if this one shows the inside. The inside. You can see the gold trims, and there's like the bookmark right there. Yeah, like right there, and there it is, individually numbered, signed. Very nice copy of the book. We're gonna do one more autograph, and then we're gonna wrap this edition up. But a signed Babe Ruth baseball. I'm not a huge sports fan, but come on, it's Babe Ruth. How could you not want a signed Babe Ruth baseball? It's like, even as a non-sports fan, I know like that's one of the crown jewels of any sports fans collectors. But I don't have $60,000 for it. And frankly, I would question anyone, Sandy, who would pay $60,000 for a baseball. So I'm assuming it's real. That's one of the things about autographs you got to be careful of. You have to figure out, and I have like an autograph channel where I kind of give advice on buying autographs on eBay. This I'm having a hard time like figuring out if this is like the real deal. It might be. Who authorized this? PSA DNA. It might be real. It probably is, but still, they're asking for a heck of a lot of money for it. So I could never do that. But anyway, we're gonna end it there. And we're gonna make this into like a little mini series. Who knows? Because there's more stuff I had on my list, but I just don't want to make this way too long. So, just a little fun. Again, this is all for fun, like, daydreaming, all that jazz. But now the question I pass off to you. If you were daydreaming on eBay, what's some items you would personally want to get off eBay? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, if gas prices get inches a little down, check out the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want more content from me, check me out Kevin T. Rodriguez, the Aptrepreneur Vlogs, and Autograph Hound. And finally, if you want to talk to me or other fellow collectors out there, so to speak, check us at the Aptrepreneur Hangouts on Facebook. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.